lovely decor enthusiasts. Welcome back to our enchanting small blue French country cottage series. If you loved part 1, you're in for an even bigger treat today as we dive deeper into shabby chic touches and vintage decor that will steal your heart. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss our cozy design journeys. Drop a comment below, tell us, what's your favorite French country decor element? Let's get inspired. There's something undeniably magical about soft blue hues in a French country cottage. This calming shade evokes the charm of Provence, blending effortlessly with rustic whites and weathered woods. Whether on walls, furniture, or textiles, blue adds a dreamy, timeless quality. Pair it with creamy linens and antique brass accents for a look that's both fresh and nostalgic. Want to recreate this? Start with a muted blue base and layer in texture for depth. captivating features of this cottage. Its vintage doors, distressed paint, ornate handles, and time-worn details tell a story. If you're hunting for similar pieces, scour flea markets or upcycle old doors with chalk paint. A slightly chipped finish enhances the shabby chic vibe. Pro tip: add a wreath of dried lavender for that perfect French country welcome. Every entryway should whisper romance and history. Shabby chic furniture is all about elegance with a lived-in feel. Think curved armors, chippy dressers, and delicate side tables. The key? Mixing whitewashed pieces with subtle pastels. A vintage vanity with a flaking paint finish becomes a statement piece when styled with a gilded mirror and fresh flowers. Hunt for secondhand treasures, each scratch and dent adds soul. Remember, perfection is overrated, charm lies in the imperfections. Nothing says French country like romantic floral textiles. Drape your space in linen curtains, ruffled bedding, and embroidered cushions. Soft pinks, blues, and creams in delicate botanical prints bring the outdoors in. Layer a vintage quilt at the foot of the bed for extra coziness. These fabrics should feel collected over time, like heirlooms with stories. Mix patterns gently for a look that's curated, not chaotic. Antique mirrors are a must in shabby chic decor. Their aged frames, whether gilded, wooden, or wrought iron, add instant vintage glamour. Place one above a fireplace, in a hallway, or lean it against a wall for a relaxed feel. The slightly cloudy glass enhances the old-world charm. Bonus? They reflect light beautifully, making small spaces feel larger. Hunt for unique shapes, oval, sunburst, or arched, to elevate your cottage aesthetic. Weathered wood is the backbone of French country style. From exposed beams to rustic dining tables, its natural texture grounds the space. Look for reclaimed wood pieces, each knot and crack adds authenticity. A farmhouse table paired with mismatched chairs creates a welcoming dining nook. If you're DIY inclined, try whitewashing or dry brushing wood for a time-worn effect. The goal? A home that feels lovingly worn, not overly polished. A French country cottage isn't complete without delicate porcelain and china. Open shelving lined with vintage teacups, floral plates, and milk glass creates a charming display. Mix heirloom pieces with thrift store finds for an eclectic yet cohesive look. Use plate hangers to showcase your favorite patterns as wall art. These small touches infuse elegance into everyday moments, because even morning coffee deserves a pretty cup. Transform your bedroom into a shabby chic sanctuary with ruffled bedding. Think billowy duvets, lace-trimmed pillowcases, and quilted throws in soft neutrals. Layering is key. Start with crisp white sheets, add a textured coverlet, then top with a vintage-style quilt. The more ruffles, the better. This look is effortlessly romantic, inviting you to slow down and savor the quiet moments. Sweet dreams are guaranteed in such a dreamy retreat. Lighting can make or break a French country space. Crystal chandeliers, wrought iron sconces, and aged brass lamps add warmth and character. Look for fixtures with intricate details, perhaps a chandelier with candle-style bulbs or a porcelain base. Soft, ambient lighting enhances the cozy vibe. Don't be afraid to mix metals, the patina of time only adds to the charm. Every flicker of light should feel like a nostalgic embrace. blooms and dried botanicals breathe life into a shabby chic home. Peonies, lavender, and roses in vintage pitchers are quintessentially French country. For a low-maintenance option, dried eucalyptus, pampas grass, or hydrangeas add texture. Arrange them in mismatched vases or hang a simple herb bundle by the window. Nature's beauty should always have a place in your decor. It's the simplest way to infuse joy into your space. Wall art in a French country cottage should feel collected over time. Vintage oil paintings, botanical prints, and antique photographs in ornate frames create a gallery-like feel. Mix and match sizes and finishes for an organic look. A large, gilded mirror paired with small watercolor sketches adds depth. The secret? Let the art speak to you. Each piece should evoke a memory or a dream. Your walls should tell your unique story. Open shelving is both practical and picturesque in a cottage kitchen. Display your vintage dishes, mason jars, and woven baskets for a lived-in look. Wooden brackets and floating shelves keep the aesthetic light and airy. Style with a mix of functional and decorative items. A stack of linen napkins beside a porcelain pitcher feels effortlessly chic. Remember, less is more. Keep it curated but not cluttered for that perfect French country balance. Wrought iron brings rustic elegance to any space. Think bed frames, garden gates, or candle holders with intricate scrollwork. Its dark, matte finish contrasts beautifully with soft pastels and whites. A wrought iron bistro set on the patio or a vintage chandelier in the dining room adds instant charm. This material is timeless, proof that some designs never go out of style. Incorporate a few pieces for a touch of old-world sophistication. Vintage books and ledgers are more than decor, they're conversation starters. Stack them on coffee tables, nightstands, or open shelves for a scholarly touch. Look for aged leather-bound volumes or French novels with gilded spines. Flipping through their yellowed pages feels like stepping back in time. Style them beside a teacup or a small vase for a cozy, intellectual vibe. After all, a home without books is like a room without a soul. French country cottage needs a cozy nook, a corner where you can unwind with a book or a cup of tea. A plush armchair draped with a knitted throw, a small side table for your journal, and soft lighting create the perfect retreat. Add a vintage rug underfoot for warmth. This little sanctuary should invite you to pause and savor slow living. Because in a world that's always rushing, your home should be your peaceful escape. Hand-painted tiles add artisanal charm to kitchens and bathrooms. Delicate floral motifs, Provençal patterns, or simple blue and white designs evoke French country elegance. Use them as a backsplash, fireplace surround, or even as decorative trivets. Each tile is a tiny work of art, celebrating craftsmanship. If a full tile wall feels overwhelming, start with a small accent area. These details make a home feel thoughtfully curated and full of personality. Vintage trunks are as practical as they are pretty. Use them as coffee tables, blanket storage, or at the foot of the bed. Their worn leather straps and travel stickers hint at adventures past. A stacked pair in different sizes adds visual interest. Inside, stash extra linens or seasonal decor. Functional yet decorative, these pieces prove that storage can be stylish. Who says organizing can't be enchanting? Linen and cotton drapery in soft, flowing fabrics elevate any room. Sheer white curtains filter light beautifully, while heavier linen panels add coziness. Tie them back with velvet ribbons or tasseled cords for a romantic touch. The slight wrinkles in natural fabrics enhance the relaxed vibe. For a true French country feel, opt for floor-length drapes that pull slightly, luxurious yet effortless. Windows dressed like this frame your home in timeless elegance. A French country kitchen isn't complete without vintage kitchenware. Enamelware, copper pots, and wooden utensils add warmth and nostalgia. Display them on open shelves or hang them from a wrought iron rack. A collection of antique scales, butter churns, or milk jugs becomes functional art. Even the simplest meal feels special when prepared amidst such charm. After all, the kitchen is the heart of the home, it should beat with beauty. Candles and lanterns bring a flickering warmth to shabby chic spaces. Cluster pillar candles on a tray, hang glass lanterns from beams, or place tea lights in vintage holders. The glow of candlelight softens every corner, making evenings feel magical. Scented candles in lavender or vanilla enhance the sensory experience. There's nothing quite like the ambience of real flame. It's the ultimate way to make your cottage feel like a fairy tale retreat. Wicker and Rattan add organic texture to a French country home. A peacock chair, a woven laundry basket, or a set of seagrass placemats introduces natural charm. These materials are lightweight yet durable, perfect for both indoor and outdoor use. Their neutral tones blend seamlessly with pastels and whites. The slight imperfections in handwoven pieces only enhance their beauty. Bring in a few accents for that effortless, sunlit feel. Vintage postcards, letters, and ephemera add a personal, nostalgic touch. Frame them in small clusters or tuck them into the edges of mirrors. Handwritten notes, old stamps, and botanical illustrations tell stories of the past. Scour antique shops or flea markets for unique finds. These little paper treasures make a home feel deeply personal, like a love letter to history. Every glance should spark curiosity and warmth. A neutral palette keeps a cottage feeling serene, but don't shy away from soft pops of color. Blush pinks, sage greens, and buttery yellows complement the blue and white base. These hues should feel organic, think faded, not bold. A pastel throw pillow or a muted floral painting adds just enough contrast. The goal? A space that feels harmonious, where every shade whispers rather than shouts. Subtlety is the key to elegance. The most enchanting homes are those filled with personal treasures. Whether it's a grandmother's teacup, a found seashell, or a handmade quilt, these items infuse soul into your space. Display them proudly, let your home tell your story. A French country cottage isn't about perfection, it's about love, memories, and the beauty of a life well lived. Surround yourself with what makes your heart happy, and your home will radiate warmth. And there you have it, more shabby chic touches and vintage decor inspiration for your dream French country cottage. Which idea was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you loved this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss our decor adventures. Until next time, keep creating spaces that tell your story. Au revoir, my lovely decor lovers, happy styling!